God has been very faithful to us. We've been able to accomplish so much more that in any other circumstances, it would have been almost an impossible mission. It started with the fact that Barry wakes up sometimes in the morning and he has a vision. And that dream and that vision has to become a reality.
We know in Israel today, 1 out of every 3 children is living under the poverty line. Nearly 1 out of every 4 to 5 persons, adults, across the Jewish and Arab populations of Israel are suffering under the poverty line. And this is where Vision for Israel can make a great difference.
We touched thousands of terror victims each year. So many of them are falling under the poverty. We want to be there for them because many of them are actually suffering from the fact that they cannot go back to work, they cannot really go back to the circle of life because of fears and because of physical injuries, but it's also emotional injuries. So we're kind of embracing them and they're trying to comfort them and to give them a lot of aid. We've heard that there is such a great need to help the Holocaust survivors as they were suffering, many of them suffering mainly socially, that they didn't have anybody to talk to. We formed these great social clubs for them. It's happening in Jerusalem, and we have like for the English speaking, for Russian speakers, for Hebrew speakers. They have meetings, weekly meetings.
Through the last several years, because of the ravages of war and ISIS, 50% of the Syrian population was either displaced or became refugees, and many were coming to the Israeli border on the Golan Heights for medical care, for their wounded, for help, for food, for assistance. And we were called upon to assist with medicines and medical aid and baby formula and baby items, anything that we could, as an organization of Vision for Israel, partner together with them.
In Israel, the families have to go and buy and purchase school bags and supplies, and many of the poor families cannot really afford buying school bags for their kids.
So thus was born a new project called Pack to School.
We began and we started getting the names of families that were in need in different parts of the country, and we started collecting almost, I think, 6,000 to 7,000 each year, and then it grew to about 10,000.
There were school supplies in the bags to meet the needs of different grades. Up until this point, we've now distributed and purchased over 250,000 school packs for children.
Recently, we have fulfilled a great dream.
The amazing thing is, it's called the Millennium Center. It's not just another building of concrete and rebar, but it actually is a multifaceted, multi-use complex, not only for humanitarian aid, but for what we hope will be hosting events to the general population, to the victims of terror attacks, to the Holocaust survivors, to the poor and the needy, for educational seminars, and the future is bright. Our mission, our calling, our purpose in life is to show people we mean business when it comes to helping one another. And humanitarian aid is one significant way that we can contribute to the dream of seeing Israel come out of poverty and all those things. This is what is exciting to see when people's lives change, and our vision for the future is unending. We have many more development plans, so come alongside of us. We need your support to complete this dream and vision into the future.